For thousands of years, our history has been written on dry land. But what if we've been reading only half the story? What if the greatest evidence of our past doesn't lie in deserts or jungles, but sleeps silently in the eternal darkness of the deep sea? The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, a vast blue frontier that has whispered tales of lost worlds for millennia. We have mapped the surface of Mars in greater detail than our own sea floor, a realm of perpetual darkness holding secrets in its silent embrace. What if the history we've written, the story of human civilization we tell in textbooks, is merely a fragment of the truth? What if entire chapters of our past lie submerged, waiting for the tides to reveal them? This is a journey into the deep, to unearth the enigmatic remains of Earth's ancient civilizations, cities swallowed by the sea. Our story begins not in the clear, tourist-filled waters of the Mediterranean, but in the powerful, mysterious currents off the coast of a remote Japanese island. Here, beneath the waves of Yonaguni, lies one of the most controversial underwater discoveries of our time, the Yonaguni Monument. From above, it appears as a series of massive geometric terraces, sharp, 90-degree angles, perfect pillars, and what look like staircases carved into the solid rock. Is it a natural formation? A fantastical trick of geology shaped by relentless ocean currents and seismic activity? Or are we looking at the ruins of a structure built over 10,000 years ago, from a time when sea levels were dramatically lower? Skeptics point to the strange but natural sandstone fracturing common in the region. Yet, proponents see more than just rock. They see a monolithic, human-made complex, a pyramid-like structure that speaks of a sophisticated, unknown culture. They point to what appear to be carved channels, ceremonial pools, and even a face-like structure resembling the moai of Easter Island. If even a part of this monument is man-made, it forces us to reconsider the timeline of human achievement. It suggests a prehistoric society with the skill and ambition to shape stone on a grand scale, a civilization lost when the ice caps melted and the oceans rose, consigning their world to myth. From the enigmatic shores of Japan, we travel to the realm of legend, off the western coast of India. For centuries, the ancient Indian texts of the Mahabharata spoke of a glorious, wealthy city, Dwarka, the kingdom of the god Krishna. It was described as a city of grandeur, with 900,000 palaces made of gold and silver. But according to the legend, upon Krishna's death, the great city was consumed by the sea. Was this merely a poetic metaphor or a distant memory of a real place? Modern archaeology has begun to answer that question. In the Gulf of Cambay, marine archaeologists have uncovered the remains of a vast submerged settlement. They have brought up artifacts from the seabed, pottery shards, stone tools, beads, and even wooden structures that have been carbon dated to be over 9,000 years old. But the most compelling evidence are the stone anchors and the remains of what appear to be fortified walls, found exactly where the ancient texts said Dwarka would be. This is not just a random sunken village. The scale and organization point to a major urban center. The discovery of Dwarka bridges the gap between myth and history, suggesting that our oldest stories may not be fiction, but faded records of cataclysmic events that reshaped our world. While Dwarka emerged from legend, the twin cities of Heracleion and Thonis were known from the records of ancient Greece and Egypt, but their locations were a mystery. They were fabled as bustling, opulent port cities, gateways to Egypt where trade and tribute from the Greek world flowed in, and then they vanished. For over 1,000 years, they were thought to be little more than myths, until a French underwater archaeologist, Frank Godiot, following clues from ancient texts, found them in the murky waters of Aboukir Bay. The discoveries were breathtaking. As the silt was carefully cleared, a lost world materialized. A colossal statue of a pharaoh emerged, lying on the seafloor as if in silent repose, the gold coin of Ptolemy Sku glinting after 2 millennia in the dark. The ruins of a grand temple, its massive stone blocks still standing. Most haunting of all were the steles, stone slabs inscribed with decrees, and a fleet of ancient ships preserved in their final resting place. Heracleion and Thonis are a time capsule, a snapshot of a vibrant, connected ancient world, frozen in a moment of catastrophic subsidence, likely caused by an earthquake liquefying the clay soil beneath them. Their rediscovery is a testament to how modern technology is revolutionizing our ability to find the past. The stories of Yonaguni, Dwarka, and Heracleion are just the beginning. We have explored less than 5% of the world's oceans. What other cities, what other civilizations lie in the abyssal plains, buried under sediment or hidden by coral? The future of discovering our past lies in the technology we are developing right now. Autonomous underwater vehicles, or AUVs, glide silently through the depths, mapping vast swathes of the seabed with high-resolution sonar. Advanced magnetometers can detect the faint magnetic signature of buried structures. Each technological leap brings us closer to answering humanity's oldest questions. But time is of the essence. The same forces that hid these cities are now being accelerated. Climate change and rising sea levels threaten not only our present coastlines but also the submerged archaeological record, potentially erasing clues before we even have a chance to find them. The quest to unearth Earth's ancient civilizations is more than an academic pursuit. It is a fundamental part of understanding who we are and where we come from. It is a reminder that the ground beneath our feet is not as permanent as it seems, and that the echoes of lost worlds are still with us, waiting in the deep, for those willing to listen. As the waves continue their eternal rhythm, they guard their secrets well. The silent sentinels of Yonaguni, the divine stones of Dwarka, the reclaimed statues of Heracleion, they are more than just ruins. They are a message from our past, a reminder that the ground beneath our feet is not permanent, and that every chapter of human history, no matter how lost, leaves an echo. Our journey into the deep has only just begun, and the greatest discoveries of who we are still lie waiting beneath the waves. If this journey into the deep has you captivated, just imagine what other mysteries are waiting to be uncovered. We explore the planet's greatest enigmas every week here on Deep Seek. To ensure you don't miss the next discovery, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. It's the easiest way to dive back in with us.